I've never considered myself a very crafty person, but when I started watching the show Making It on TV, hosted by Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman, I got inspired. The show starts off with 8 crafters and artists from around the country, each given a task each week to create a small project and a big project, all revolving around a certain theme. As I watched the contestants making their projects, many of them focused around woodworking, I kept thinking to myself, I could probably do that. So I decided to give it a try. I began watching videos and researching and talking to our very friendly employees at our neighborhood Lowe's home improvement store. And I started my first project, hanging wood shelves. I've officially been making and selling these shelves for about 2 months, and I've really enjoyed it. I've definitely had some failures along the way, but each of those failures has helped me to see and recognize something that I can do better at, which has improved my ability to make the shelves. As poor college students, we often don't have the money or the time necessary to decorate or to make crafts. But I want to show you in just 4 simple steps an easy way to begin making something very beautiful. I'm going to talk about the 4 easy steps on how to stain wood. So first, I'm going to be talking about choosing the wood. Then I will discuss the necessities for sanding. Third, I'll explain how to apply wood conditioner. Then finally, I'll demonstrate how to stain the wood. So first main point, choosing the wood and sanding. According to Woodworking for Dummies, pine wood is very easy to work with and takes stain very well. You could also use cedar, but after you stain, it has kind of a reddish hue, so it is up to you. Try to find boards that have a beautiful grain pattern, kind of like this one, as you see here. Make sure to choose boards that are straight and avoid any warped or curved boards. One popular woodworking blogger suggests the best way to tell if a board is straight is to hold it at a diagonal with the bottom on the ground and look down at it at an angle to see if it's straight. As you can see, this one is straight, thankfully. You can usually have the employees at your local home improvement store cut the boards for you at the desired length. Second, you're ready to begin sanding. For this type of project, we want a grit that will smooth our board rather than shave off a lot of the wood. Danny Lipford, co-owner of the show Today's Homeowner, suggests that medium grit or 100 to 150 grit sandpaper makes a good starting point for most projects. I started out using 80 grit sandpaper, but after realizing that it was creating small scratches on the face of my boards, I decided to switch to 120 grit. The higher the number, the smoother the grit. I like to use a manual hand sander just because it's easier to get the sandpaper where you want it to go. So once you got your sandpaper and your board ready, you're ready to begin sanding. You want to sand along the grain of the wood, which means in the direction of the lines that are on your boards. I like to also smooth the edges of my boards to give it a little bit of a rounded look. Okay, our third step is to apply wood conditioner. According to the Minwax website, using wood conditioner before staining wood is important because it penetrates the grain of the wood to promote uniform acceptance and prevents streaks and blotches by evening out the absorption of oil-based stains. So first, to apply the wood conditioner, you'll want to take a natural bristle brush and dip it in the wood conditioner so that it soaks it up really nice and apply the wood conditioner in the direction of the grain of the wood. After you let it sit for about 5 to 15 minutes, you'll want to wipe it off to make sure you get off any of the excess residue of the wood conditioner. Finally, we're ready to begin staining. There are several different types and colors of stains available. The one that I'm using today is called Dark Walnut, and it's an oil-based stain. According to the New York Times, the most common type of stain is oil stain, which should only be applied in one coat. So first, you can use either a brush or a rag, and you want to apply a thin coat in the direction of the grain on the wood. Once you apply a uniform coat on the entire surface of the wood, you'll take a paper towel, is what I like to use, and wipe off the excess. Your final product will look something like this. So it will have a uniform kind of color all along the wood, but you'll still be able to see that grain pattern, that beautiful grain pattern. And it's just that easy. It just is 4 simple steps: choosing the wood, sanding the wood, applying the wood conditioner, and applying stain. I hope this has helped you to see that even you who think you aren't crafty or don't have time, you too can make decorations for your house or try something new and start a craft. So go make it.